The mystery of the cosmic war. Where was Jesus during Lucifer's rebellion? This question has puzzled theologians for centuries. The answer will challenge everything you thought you knew about the greatest battle ever fought. The eternal throne pulses with absolute authority, shared by two figures in perfect communion, the Father and the Son. In the heavenly courts, a cherub named Lucifer walks among sacred flames, a creation of unmatched beauty and wisdom, made by the very words of Jesus to cover the divine throne. This perfect being eventually declares, "I will be like the Most High." The first rebellion explodes like cosmic thunder. The most beautiful angel becomes the darkest adversary. Heaven is split in a mortal war. Michael draws his celestial sword, and angelic legions take their positions. A third of the hosts roar defiance against their creator. But where was Jesus during this cosmic war? The eternal Son who created every cherub, every seraph, and every principality. Did he fight alongside Michael? Did he wield celestial weapons? Did he command armies against the rebels? I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. This statement from Christ himself reveals a shocking truth. Jesus was not absent. He was not caught off guard. He was exactly where he needed to be. His position during this battle holds a mystery that explains why God allowed the rebellion, why the Creator watched his most beautiful creation turn against him, and why Satan's fall was not a divine defeat, but an eternal strategy. The truth will transform your understanding of spiritual warfare, of God's plan, and of who truly controls the battle between good and evil. Before any world existed, there was Jesus, the eternal Word, sharing the same glory with the Father. When God decided to create, it was through the Son that everything came into existence. John 1 verse 3 makes this clear. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. Every atom, every star, every angel, all created by the powerful word of Jesus. Among all these creations, one surpassed all others in perfection, Lucifer. Ezekiel 28 reveals stunning details about this extraordinary being, the model of perfection, full of wisdom and beauty. His garments were adorned with precious stones. But here's the part few understand. It was Jesus who created him. The same Jesus who would later walk the dusty streets of Palestine was the one who formed the most magnificent cherub. The irony is devastating. The Creator forming the one who would become his greatest adversary. Lucifer was not an ordinary angel. Ezekiel describes him as the anointed guardian cherub. He had direct access to the throne of God and was blameless in his ways from the day he was created. Jesus knew exactly what he was doing. The Creator was not caught off guard by the future rebellion. When he formed Lucifer, Jesus already knew the end of the story. He saw the pride that would be born in the cherub's heart, the 5 statements of rebellion that would destroy heavenly harmony. And yet, he created him. This truth reveals something profound about the nature of God. Every being, every circumstance, serves a greater purpose within the eternal plan. Even Lucifer's rebellion was foreseen in the divine mind. The Apostle Paul confirms this in Colossians 1 verse 16. For by him all things were created through him and for him. This includes Lucifer. The relationship between the Creator and the creature is never one of equality. No matter how perfect Lucifer was, he remained a creature. The distance between them was infinite. But Lucifer forgot this fundamental truth. He began to contemplate his own beauty, wisdom, and privileged position. A terrible thought was born in his heart. If he was so magnificent, why couldn't he be equal to God? Jesus watched everything, seeing pride grow like a cancer in the heart that was once pure. He saw envy born where there had been worship, and he did not intervene. Why? Because something greater was happening, a plan that would encompass the angelic rebellion, the creation of humanity, the fallen Eden, and the very incarnation of the Son. Lucifer was created with free will, the ability to choose between submission and rebellion. Jesus did not create robots programmed to worship. He created intelligent beings capable of genuine love, and therefore capable of rejection. Lucifer's first choice was to worship. For an immeasurable period, the cherub perfectly fulfilled his purpose. But then came the second choice, and this time, Lucifer chose wrongly. You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created till iniquity was found in you. Iniquity in the most perfect being ever created by Jesus. The impossible happening before the Creator's eyes. And where was Jesus at this crucial moment? He was exactly where he has always been, on the throne. He was present, aware, and allowed it to happen. Because Jesus knew that Lucifer's rebellion, as painful as it was, would serve an eternal purpose. It would reveal the nature of true love and show the difference between forced worship and chosen worship. And it would prepare the way for the greatest demonstration of love ever seen, the cross of Calvary. Satan and his angels were defeated, expelled from the heavenly courts. But the war was not truly over. The most solemn moment of all remained, the final sentence. Jesus rose from the throne, not to fight, but to exercise his supreme authority as judge of all creation. The authority to judge belonged exclusively to the Creator. He had formed each one of the rebellious angels and knew every detail of their natures. The sentence that came from the lips of the Son was simple, definitive, and irrevocable: permanent banishment. Not annihilation, which would have been too quick a mercy. Banishment, complete and definitive expulsion from the divine presence. Lucifer, who had desired to be like the Most High, discovered he would be the lowest of all beings. The cherub who covered the throne would become the adversary, condemned to wander the lower realms. But there was something peculiar in Jesus' sentence. It was declared with the same calm authority with which he had created the worlds. This was perfect justice being executed by perfect love. Jesus did not condemn Satan out of personal hatred, but out of cosmic necessity. Sin is like a cancer. If it is not completely removed, it eventually destroys everything. The expulsion was a spiritual surgery, painful but necessary to preserve the health of the universe. The Lamb was slain from the foundation of the world. Before Adam breathed, Jesus had already determined to die for sinners who had yet to be created. Satan's rebellion did not force Jesus to become a savior. It revealed that he had always been the savior. The plan of redemption was not a response to sin. Instead, sin was allowed as a revelation of the plan of redemption. This truth completely transforms our understanding of the war in heaven. It was not a desperate battle between equal forces. It was an orchestrated demonstration of the infinite difference between creator and creature, preparing the stage for the greatest revelation of love ever seen. If you found this story eye-opening, make sure to subscribe and join me every day as we uncover more hidden mysteries and powerful truths from the Bible.